Oakland City Homes. Yep.
Oakland City Homes, PKA the Carter.
You remember when you dropped me off that one time?
Y'all walked to the store?
Yeah, that's why we was heading that way. We was about to walk right there.
Oakland City, you know what I'm saying? Corner of Cadoga and White Oak. Made history in this same exact spot. Now I'm making history again. Buying it for my son. See, they trying to take our neighborhood. I got my foot down. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have me some.
Straight concrete, my brother. Don't leave me. So we need you right now. I
like that before. You see this shit before? Yeah, they come out of it like, yeah. Let me pay a part of this shit. Yeah. Huh? So I keep calling their place. Wait till you see it when they get there. And you're gonna be like, Daddy, I want to go over there. Wrong to work with. 12, I see showing that right there. See, that's how they already do in the neighborhood. They make the neighborhood a new house and see like.
So the neighborhood might be building up a little bit.
I did too much in for around the hood. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be like, they doing all this and that about the hood. They don't even own nothing. Y'all niggas ready to die and go to war about the hood. You don't even own nothing. You gotta have it together. And I ain't just like, it's like a strategy to me buying a house. I'm buying all the houses, all the properties that I used to like hustling in front of. And like, it was times when this was abandoned, I still was standing here while it was abandoned. No light, no oil, no nothing, just me and the smokers, you know? So I might turn it into an affordable unit, affordable living. I don't know yet. These be like my investments, but they more so like my sentimental value pieces more than investment. Even though when I get them done and stuff, I don't want to sell them. I'm never gonna sell them. Only just get rent. You know, they have the money. But welcome to.
That was fire. That was fire, man. You know, there's people on the internet, some bloggers and whatnot. They love to make Lil Baby look stupid, like he's some type of fool or something like that, right? But even the slowest folks with money, if you can have even a couple good people around you or some decent advisors, shit, somebody gonna tell you and remind you about spending money on the future, right? Lil Baby obviously is doing that, not just for himself, but for his children. And that is just extremely commendable. You can't say anything negative about that. Now, I know he says some of it is for sentimental value, and I get that piece too. It's just like, all right, look, I'm watching people building up this neighborhood a little bit, new houses going up and all that. I don't know if this is gentrification. I don't know if that zip code is going to be totally swept away. And then all of a sudden you're going to have a whole new wave of like high sedity blue collar folks rolling in there. I don't know about that based on that. You know what I'm saying? But it still could be on the come up a little bit. I mean, I didn't see some of the worst hoods, you know, the P's come down and like it happened. I seen in Staten Island so many areas I drive through and just like, oh, wow, the P's used to be there. Like, wow, it's gone now. Like there's buildings, there's cribs there now, and it's nicer. And it's, I mean, like it happens in time. That's one thing that's always going to have value, land. And you can have something disgusting on the land, but at one point it can be torn down and something beautiful can be put on that same land, and then it becomes attractive. Okay. So the investments of this, even if he never sells it, flips it on his own, his kids is making money off this type of stuff. Now, of course, you got to upkeep it obviously later on, but who cares about that? Real estate is always going to be a strong place to be, you know? So very, very smart move and dope for him. And I pulled up on his side. I was just curious, you know, some of the other stuff that he's into and also what he's worth. Reports have Lil Baby worth around 18 through 25 million dollars. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, sometimes that's skewed, sometimes it's lower, sometimes it's higher, who knows. But as far as some of the stuff that he's into, his own record label, well, he changed the name of it, right? Trying to duck them indictments allegedly. But he's got people like, I think, 42 Doug under him. Okay, that's a good signing. That's a nice little person to have on your label, right? Clothing and merchandise lines, brand endorsements, including Budweiser and Puma. Also, something with Axe. Okay. He owns a seafood restaurant. Obviously, real estate. He just walked through that, but he's got a bunch of real estate investments. Even the property that you live in is an investment, right? Even if you just have one property and you're just paying your mortgage and you're paying into your own equity, you maintain ownership of it, you turn that around later on, right? Your fix ups and all that. It's real estate, once again, is where to be. Appearances in TV media gigs, we know about that. We know about the digital investment game, and he also obviously does music. So he has a very, very good portfolio for a young man that came on the scene and started making a lot of money. I know we see him pull up the ice box and try to buy every chain in the booth, but obviously he's also doing some smart things for himself and his family and his future as well. So shout out to Lil Baby on that.